You can't really get it too wrong when you're choosing the right test. You want to test whether students are going to get about 50% of the questions right. That gives you the most accurate result. Right, so about half of, I probably shouldn't write percentage because I said don't look at percentages. You want about half of the questions to be right. Only give the same test if you don't know the student's ability. So if you rock up to a year 5 class and you don't know any of them, you don't know where they've come from or anything, if you're doing it in, let's say you're doing it in January, you would give all of them test 4. Okay, because test 4 is the end of last year. That's where they should be. Don't give them test 5 unless you actually know that that student is working at a higher level. So you can assign a level above or below if you know a student's ability. As we saw before, they should get the same result, the same scaled score. Don't give a student a test that's 2 or 3 levels above because the content may not have been covered, as I suggested earlier. It's acceptable to stop a test if it's too hard or too easy and adjust it. And you may want a student to do more than one test, so you can actually get them back to do another test. The way that I see it is that you can tell them, I need to challenge you. I know what you got right, but I don't know what you got wrong. That is, I know what you know, but I don't know what you don't know. And that's the same with the students that didn't do so well. I know what you don't know, but I need to know what you know. Students usually respond quite well to it. Okay, so now we're going to actually go to our online assessment and reporting homepage and start using our own data. Your school will have given you the homepage to go to and a login. Whether you have your own login or a school login, it really doesn't matter. So that's your next step. Just a preview of what we're going to look at when we do get into our own data. We're going to look at what reports we can generate. So there's a test usage just to show what tests students have done. There's a bands report to show the distribution of students across the bands. You can do that for the whole school or you can do it just for a class. The norm reference report can compare the distribution of students' PAT scale scores in the form of a box and whisker plot. The one that we're really going to get into is the group report. It's for the use across students that complete the same test, and we can use it as an item analysis. So that's the web address. You will have, you can actually search for your school, but your school will actually have the address all ready for you. And this is what we're going to do to measure progress over time. I'll go through all of this in our next session. I've really put these notes here, maybe to refer back to them later on. So we're going to measure. Remember I said that we need to use our scale scores for measuring progress over time, not our stay-nines? Well, I've just reinforced that. You'll find growth, a lot more growth in the early years than in the later years. The typical progress is 5 to 10 points per year, but what I like to do is compare my data to the norm data because it's much more accurate. It does suggest that you don't test more than once a year due to measurement errors. For new students, there are reasons why you would maybe test more than once a year. Just keep in mind that there could be measurement errors. And once again, reiterating, a 5-point difference in the raw score doesn't mean a 5-point difference in the scale score. Hope I'm getting that message across. If you've got any questions, please go to the discussion board and send them to me. I suggest now you get onto your data and open the next video and we'll go through that data together. Thanks for listening, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.